rusty coloured feathers on her back. These birds weigh in at around 140 grams. This wind is going to be fun for a bird of 140 grams. And they're in the falcon family, which means they're built for speed and agility. They've got those smaller blade-shaped wings. They're kind of like the sports cars of the bird world. So they are very fast, but they do need a lot of fuel, a lot of food, and they do use a lot of energy. They have a really good hunting strategy, which is called perch and search, which is kind of like what she's doing, where they'll sit up nice and high on a perch, and they'll wait for their prey to show itself underneath. It enables them to save a bit of that energy. They can also hover. Oh, that was a tricky one, but she nearly got that. That's all right. If you can't see that, I'll give that to you in a second. There we go, Rusty. Oh, you want to hover again? Okay, that's an easier one. She caught that upside down. Round of applause for Rusty. We might even get a look at another hover in just a moment. So what they do, if they don't have anything in the landscape for them to sit up nice and high on and wait for their prey to show itself, which is things like skinks, small mice, even insects, they'll create their own perch. They'll hover above their food like a little angel of death, waiting for that food to get a fright, and then they, of course, will then pounce down. So we'll get another good look. Now that we've seen it a couple of times, pay attention to the direction of the wind. She'll face into the wind, and it doesn't matter if there's no wind or a lot of wind. They're really, really good at hovering. So she'll go up, face into the wind, and she nearly missed that one. That was my bad throw there. But a round of applause to Rusty. That was a fantastic effort to do 3 catches out here. Now, these birds are quite common in the Melbourne area. You can find them in the Yarra Valley, but there are 2 raptors that do use that same hovering behaviour. If it's small and rusty coloured, that was Rusty, the Australian kestrel, and it's likely what you might see. But if it's a little bit bigger, if it's white with black shoulders, it's another type of raptor called a black-shouldered kite. Both are really amazing birds to see hovering on the side of the road.
Now, you can probably tell by now that we do a lot of training with the animals here. We train using positive reinforcement. And we also train many of the animals to participate in their own healthcare or husbandry. That's got a really positive outcome for the animal. The more they're able to opt into things like medical procedures and treatments, the better it is for them. So sometimes it can be a really simple thing like presenting a part of their body for a health check, but we can also use our training to help with some pretty complex medical behaviours. And I want to give you an example of one of those. We have a bird who has a beak that keeps growing, it gets too long, it doesn't wear down the way that they typically should. So she needs to have her beak regularly filed. And this is done with a power rotary tool. This is a Dremel. But I want to show you how we were able to set her up to do this completely voluntarily. So what I mean by that is that she is not restrained, and she actually has a way to tell us when she's ready for us to start and stop. And that's